Now, Newswatch 16's Jim Hamill is here. The defense, of course, is still maintaining that Sandusky is innocent, and even went so far as Joe Amendola, his attorney, coming out afterwards and talking quite a bit about that here in front of the courthouse.
Yeah, John, like he has all along, Joe Amendola addressed the media, and for a long time now, his attorneys have been saying this case has been a rush to judgment, and they believe if they had enough time to prepare for trial, they would have been able to prove Jerry Sandusky's innocence. But instead, Jerry Sandusky will likely spend life behind bars. He was led away after sentencing, headed back to the Center County Correctional Facility. The judge said he'll be there for 10 days during a time for any post-sentencing motions. Then he'll go to a state prison near Harrisburg to be processed and placed in a correctional facility. All this means Sandusky's attorneys can now file an appeal, which they do plan to do. Joe Amendola says the trial violated Sandusky's right to due process and was rushed through to trial far faster than the less serious case against former Penn State officials accused in this Sandusky cover-up.
Just take Curly Schultz, 2 charges, 14 months at least. Jerry Sandusky, 52 counts, 10 separate cases, each of which could have been tried separately, and we had 4.5 months flying by the seat of our pants. That's the due process issue.
In fact, his statement today was a masterpiece of banal self-delusion, completely untethered from reality and without any acceptance of responsibility. It was entirely self-focused, as if he again were the victim. It was, in short, ridiculous.
Of course, prosecutors are referring to that brief statement that Jerry Sandusky made in court here before his accusers, before his family, before the media, before the public, and before that judge that sentenced him to 30 to 60 years behind bars. Jerry Sandusky went on numerous times about saying this is a hard way to learn, but this is probably God's purpose in this whole thing. Certainly Jerry Sandusky will have a lot of time to think about his defense as he goes forward with an appeal in this trial. Certainly much more to come later on today. Reaction from victims' attorneys in this case, even a juror who who convicted Jerry Sandusky in this case. We will be back later on today on later editions of Newswatch 16. For John Meyer, I'm Jim Hamill, Newswatch 16 live in Bellefonte. Marisa.
All right, Jim. John, thank you for all that information today.